Hey yo, welcome back to another video. Today's video is not a CSGO video. I haven't done a CSGO video in such a long time. Now today's video is going to be about my favorite game. It's called Far Cry 5. I'm pretty sure you know it. It's a pretty famous game made by Ubisoft. I love the franchise. I love the Far Cry franchise a lot. My first ever game that introduced me to this franchise is actually Far Cry 3, and I kept playing them. I really enjoyed Far Cry 5, to be honest. I have no idea why. Anyway, today's video is going to be about the best weapons you can use as a beginner in the game. So when you first start off the game, you're not going to have that much money, so you're going to have to really buy the good weapons, you know? Alright, let's get straight into the video. So our weapons will be divided into 4 different categories. Our first category is stealth, then assault rifles, sniper rifles, and then hunting. Now these are pretty self-explanatory, but stealth is just for things like outposts, and you can use stealth to not get detected, something with a suppressor. You know what I'm talking about. Assault rifles are going to be for short/medium range, and sniper rifles are going to be for long range, obviously. And hunting weapons are just going to be for hunting and getting that money. Starting off with stealth weapons, our first weapon is going to be the bow, and it's going to have a red dot sight with a good camo. The reason I like to use the bow as our first stealth weapon is because you can pick the ammo back up, and it deals good damage at medium ranges. So if you can hit a headshot, it's very simple, very easy. Yeah. The reason I use a red dot sight over a marksman sight is just for the handling. I like to keep the handling. Our second weapon for the stealth category is going to be a P226, or you could use a 1911. The difference between them is just personal preference. I like the P226 because it looks better, to be honest. But the attachments you're going to be using on those are going to be a suppressor and a reflex sight. The reason I like to use a reflex sight is because you're not going to be doing much long range with this, so you're just going to be taking out enemies that are up close to you. And of course you need a suppressor because we're doing this in stealth. Moving on to our next category, it is going to be assault rifles. Now in assault rifles there's no really big advantage or anything, there's just personal preference. Now we're going to be talking about 3 weapons today, the ARC, the AK-47, or the AKM. Now you're going to put the same attachments on all of them. They're going to be my favorite scope in the entire game, the tactical scope. God, I love it. And then we're going to use a cylinder suppressor and an extended mag. You're going to need that extended mag in game, because when you're in short/medium range fights, if you run out of ammo, it's pretty easy for the enemy to kill you. So just be careful. Now you can put these attachments on the AK-47 or the AKM, and you can pick whatever camouflage, whatever skin or whatever camouflage you want. I like to use the whatever it was called, the golden hide. I don't know, I think it just looks amazing in the game. Now moving on to sniper rifles. My favorite sniper rifle in the game is the 308 carbine. It's just, to be honest, there's no real advantage about it. The only difference between the 3 sniper rifles are just the looks, most likely. Because as you can see, the 308 carbine just has almost the same specs as the SA50 after you put all the attachments on them. Speaking of these attachments, they are going to be the marksman ADV-X scope with the cylinder suppressor and an extended magazine. Now you could just use the ARCL, which is no problem. They're all almost the exact same, and I'd argue that the ARCL is a really good sniper too. But the 308 carbine just, I don't know, feels nice. The SA50 has way more damage. I mean, like, you could take people out with body hits that you'll need headshots with 308 carbine. The reason I'm using the ADV-X scope over the long range scope is just because of that rectile. Now the dot compared to the cross is like a huge difference to me. See, I like the dot because I can see the enemies, like it's smaller, you know, you can see the enemies more. And the cross, it kind of hides the enemies on long range, so the dot's really helpful. Plus it looks like a head, so you can really aim way better. Anyway, moving on to our last category, which is going to be hunting. Now for hunting, you're just going to need extremely simple weapons. You can either use something that deals a shit ton of damage, or something that's just very simple. Now the biggest problem with hunting is that it's just ammo. Like, if you're hunting a bear, let's say, and you're using a Desert Eagle, for example, you're just going to need to spend most of that money on ammo. All of it, actually. So that's why we're going to be using the bow. You could either use a compound bow or a recurve bow. The only difference is range between them. So basically you're gonna need a red dot sight on it, and make sure you put a skin on it, because why not? Anyway, that's the end of our video. If you have any video ideas, I'd like you to comment them down below. I need some video ideas, to be honest. I'm willing to do anything at this point. And then please make sure you subscribe and like this video. It's up to you. If you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. It's not a problem. Just make sure you subscribe, because I need subs. Anyway, that's the end of this video. There you go. You could stop listening to my very my very amazing voice, and see you next time.